cause I be bustin' the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about the paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be bustin' the dope moves.
What they say, next time, Gadget, next time. Let's work on next time.
That's you. You need to get your game up. You ain't on my level, dude. You just not on my level. Because you won't put in the homework that I put in. Me and you still go back and forth.
But when you edit me,
about what black people from. Me and you still going back and forth about that. But when Craig was on the phone, you ain't had no rap. It was yup.
As long as you don't edit me.
Come on, man, stop it. Just like today. Oh, I never said that.
Y'all was agreeing with me by the end of that conversation.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, my God, dude. You
all right, listen to it again.
You sitting here just lying about the motherfucking video that's
actually
made, yo.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
We was agreeing with him.
I was.
We was agreeing
at certain
with him,
points.
yo.
There's a lot of points we all should agree with each other on. It is. We differ on slight situations.
When my cousin was on the phone, he ain't say none of that shit about black people being from America. He switched his whole pitch and tried to say that what he meant was that he had Native American in him. And
no, that's not. I was just talking. I said that's why we don't bring me up. This is why we don't bring me up, because I do have it in me. I'm talking about the people before them.
You that. You said you had white in you. Are you white? No. Stop trying to confuse young black people and make them think that the people who are labeled by the United States government as Native Americans are black people, because they are not the same people. Period.
You confusing people, bro.
What y'all doing is fucking irresponsible.
I don't got no problem with nobody. I just telling history.
I ain't say I had a problem with nobody. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't give a fuck what your sex is. I don't give a fuck what you like.
I've never seen you have a problem with nobody. But what
I want y'all to understand is what I do have a problem with is him, Dane Calloway,
when you watch crazy stuff,
all these people who try to lead black folks astray ain't no better than the church trying to tell you that you are some type of culture, or you are some type of nationality, or you are some type of religious group, or you are some type of ethnicity. You are none of those things first. You can be those things second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all you like. But what you must understand, if you are black and brown, no matter where you are from on the globe, your oldest and first ancestors come from Africa. Now, since you yourself, myself included, cannot say how many of those ancestors... but he don't cut people off, y'all. But he don't cut people off. Since you yourself, ladies and gentlemen, cannot say how many ancestors you or myself have, you must understand that there is a possibility that your people came here as free immigrants. There's a possibility that your people came here on the slave ship. It's a possibility that your people came here before that. But what I want you to do is look at the timeline. We know for a fact that the large majority of black people or Homo sapiens that were on the planet 300,000 years ago.
Why we got to use words like that? I thought I'm trying to get rid of that other language.
Because let's get rid of that too. Because those are scientific terms that everybody can understand. Listen, y'all, don't ever get
like that non-binary.
Listen, y'all, don't ever get caught up.
We don't get down like that,
Don't ever get caught up in the word semantics, because people who play word semantics are taking the easy route.
I'm just telling the truth.
Listen, y'all.
Do away with that type
listen, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how the word semantics game can be ended. Paco, what's the difference between a frog and a toad?
Frog and a turtle, or frog and a toad?
Frog and a toad. It doesn't matter.
That's kind of hard.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, one of them bigger. I don't know.
The point is, I could tell you that's not called a frog. That's not called a toad. I don't even know why we using those words. Who made up those words for those animals? You see how that works, y'all? I could do that with anything. So when people
choose about a human. So when you saying all this,
no. When I say homo, listen, y'all.
You talking about a human?
See, some people understand scientific diction. So I do want to say Homo sapien because I'm talking about modern day humans. That would be the definition of Homo sapiens. All humans who have walked the planet are not modern day. Some are archaic, meaning they are extinct. They no longer walk the earth. What we must realize is that the other races of people on earth comes from the mixture of Homo sapiens and those archaic races who are now no longer on this planet.
But some people can edit history, and just like you edited last video. So I get it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Just admit it. And none of this, we don't have to do this back and forth.
Yeah, but we
don't have to dance.
But listen, I didn't do it.
None of it got to happen, bro.
But I didn't do it. So you can say...
Oh, you didn't do it. He didn't do it.
See, I'm not saying nobody else...
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. I'm sorry. Some other motherfucker edited the damn video.
What he's trying to make me say, y'all. Listen.
Put the hot OG thing in the front.
I edited that video, but I did not edit him in a way to sound the way he sounds in that video. That was all him.
Because I'll be busting the dope moves. That's the issue.
All him, y'all. That's all him, y'all. He said those things. He made those statements. Remember in that video when I asked him what happened to those black people he claimed was kicked out and he didn't know what to say? I asked him, where on earth are they today? But now he'll tell me he ain't never say that. Can
you at least put me on the cover, like, edit me, like, with them glasses you got on? And I'm looking like, yeah, man.
I ain't that sharp.
I'll be busting the dope moves,
I can put a picture of you after me.
All right, Lord, I need them funny shades, the fake ones, like you get on Twitter and shit, like they put on Bernie Sanders and
you talking about the clear frames?
The fake Jones, dog, the computer shades, nigga, because I busted those moves.
Not, you talking about clear shades or sunglasses?
Nah, the Jones, the Twitter glass, you know, somebody do something like nice.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, the emoji joints.
And then they go, whoop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Good luck finding a pair of them.
Man.
This is what I'm telling you, yo. I'm sure.
Man, I need that belt.
Cuz I'm the champ, and I'm going to remain the champ when it comes down to me and you. You don't know your shit. And then that's why you backtrack. That's why you switch.
I'm going to need it.
You switch from being a Moor to a Hebrew Israelite, the ADOS, because you don't be knowing. You be going with what sound right.
Light heavyweight champ, bro.
Shit, I can't tell.
You have put on that last edited video when somebody had to cheat a man.
Listen, y'all, I cheated because he said I did. I cheated because he said I did. So no matter what I say, y'all, in his mind, I cheated because of how he sound. I want y'all to... What
if y'all was me? And y'all listen to a video where somebody had to edit everything you said in the wrong place, just to try to get a victory over you. You will feel good too.
Listen, if I did that, y'all, I would be the saddest piece of shit on earth.
Me, not all that, y'all. He did it, but we ain't got to go there.
I ain't do that. I ain't do what he said I did. I'm good. I didn't do it. Listen, I would even go further than that. Listen, y'all.
We need donations, man.
The second time when I took the video down, I ain't do it then neither. He going off at the point where he hear the clip. He hear the little beep where you can tell I edited something. Now, he's using that edit mark and saying that I put him in places in which he did not listen. I'll play, if it's an hour conversation, I'll play it, and then I'll chop bits and pieces out of it, y'all. This is how I do it every time. I don't do it any other.
You don't do it every time.
This is how I do it every single video I've ever edited.
Sometimes you let it go.
No, yeah, I let it go when we straight in conversation that works. Just like I did on this one. Certain parts, it goes straight through without the editing. Other parts, like I said, I even said it on this call, and I edited the other video to take that part directly out about my cousin Eric. Because all
you gotta do is put a disclaimer in front of the next video.
No disclaimer, bro. I don't cheat nobody. I don't have to cheat.
That's it.
Listen, if I had to cheat,
I edited this video.
If I had to cheat, if I had to cheat, how come he on here saying he ain't say shit that he clearly said in the video? And continuous.
You did, man.
And continuous stream. So he's saying I put him in a place to make him say that black people come from America. If
you didn't do it for number 2, you wouldn't have took it down. You know this. You would have.
I did. You know why I took it down? And I don't even want to say none of that on here because I don't even want to go into that.
It's the integrity. I know.
No, y'all, I didn't do that. I never edited no video to put him. Listen, I keep continuous stream. All I do is take little pieces out, and the little pieces I take out is always bullshit. It's parts that it serve y'all no purpose, and sometimes it go on for 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. So we would have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds of dead fucking silence because he doing something or I'm doing something or my daughter be in the room screaming.
And I wouldn't come in saying those words.
Listen, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I do edit it. But the part he must be referring to in this video is the part where he talking about the grandmom, and I'm talking about my cousin.
I'm not that reckless. You can hear all the videos. I'm not that reckless.
The part that I cut out, that I took out, is where I be talking about my cousin. Then I moved it down the line. All I did was cut that piece out and moved it down. Where did I start? I started.
I wouldn't have said nothing.
Where did I start, y'all?
I wouldn't have said anything.
That's what I did, y'all. Where did I start? I started right where he come in. That's where I went back. When I was done talking about my cousin and the fact that his mom is white and his dad is black and saying this and that about it, when I stopped talking about that part, he started talking. I started off at where he started talking. So the whole part of that I was talking, y'all, it was removed because I was putting personal fucking information and people's names out there.
But that should be enough in itself, but it's not.
Why is that enough? I didn't remove nothing of yours.
It's worse than that.
I removed me.
I wish that was the case.
That is the case, y'all. That's exactly what I did. Go back and listen to it. I'll be talking about.
I wouldn't have been as happy as I am.
I'll be talking about a person with a white grandpop and a person with a Native American grandpop. And I'll be like, right at the part where I'll be like my cousin Eric. I cut it off at like. So the last thing I said, and then you'll hear a click. That's where I edited, y'all. And I brought the tape back. And where I started, the point where I chose to start was where I stopped talking.
You made a parody of dumb stuff I was saying on the phone for years.
So listen, y'all. So now it's even worse than that. Now I had to go through years worth of audio.
He made a parody. He just made a parody of me.
I don't have nothing on my phone. Nothing.
When I had my messed up phone, he just made a medley or a parody of things I said. Which is funny if you titled it that.
I'm going to tell y'all why all of this on that phone, because it was all one call. All that was one call. I didn't even get the... Listen, y'all, yes it was. In the beginning of the call was the part where y'all ain't hear it yet. It's about the Zolo dog. The reason why y'all didn't hear it yet is because when I do that video,
that's at least two to three conversations, bro.
Yeah, but it is 2 to 3 conversations. But the point is,
there you go. Another look, yo.
What do you mean? I already
dancing backwards, man. You did this. I
already explained that I can only make one video so long because of the storage on my phone. So since I can't just make I got 2-hour conversations. I got hour and 40-minute conversations, y'all. I can't.
What you cut out?
Listen, y'all. I can't make a video that long. My phone won't allow me. It doesn't have the storage space.
You're how natural some of our conversations be.
Yeah, because I got stuff about music that's coming out. I got a joint called WWF Memories. I got that joint coming out where the whole some odd minutes, 40-something minutes or 50 minutes, y'all, we talking about wrestling. But I want to make my point. I can
wake the homies up.
I'm not going to be able to give y'all the whole 50 minutes of it because my phone won't allow me to. So everything has to be chopped, and I try to keep it around 20, 25 minutes. Because when I get cool. So the point I'm making is this, y'all. If the phone conversation is an hour and some change, then it's going to be chopped up.
My favorite one was that Wilder one. I thought I got over on you pretty good.
Delusional. Read the couple comments there is. They telling you didn't. They telling you that Wilder fans that, like I said, the reason why I showed them Jones in a picture.
They're your built-in fans. I get it.
That's not my built-in nothing. They boxing fans who don't respect Deontay Wilder.
I respect them brothers too, and sisters, whoever.
They don't respect Deontay Wilder. That's all it is, man. Them people don't respect. I'm not the only person who don't respect him.
That's on them. Deontay got love for them. He got love for us.
Deontay need to have love for himself. If Deontay had love for himself,
he would
have took that money from Anthony Joshua. I ain't the only one who said that shit about his daughter. Listen, I'm not a professional fighter. I got a daughter with a disability. If I was offered $40 million, I would let Joshua rearrange.
So you share his story and still can't respect my man.
No, I can't respect him because that's not respectable shit. Black people, you know how hard they fought for him to get that opportunity? You know how many black people Jack Johnson fought 200 plus fights and never
now we got
$120 million? Come on, man.
You said it wasn't about that at first, though. You see how you talking about me?
No, it's not about that for me because I'm a fan of the sport. So I just want to see one face, one name, one champion.
You promote foreigners over
listen, but see,
homegrown.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. So if some people in another country start doing shit for black Americans, is we supposed to turn away from them because the white Americans not doing it? If some European Americans say, listen, we
I ain't just talking about him. I'm talking about Joshua, too.
Yeah, but I support people who do good business, who do good money. It's not about where you're from. It's not even about your race or where you're from. Yes, because I'm black.
So next time the Olympics start, I ain't gonna say nothing about me being hyped for America. I'm just gonna watch the lose.
But the Olympics, that's a situation where it's nation against nation. So people choose to root for their nation. Boxing is not about that. Boxing is an international sport. You could be from all right, I'll call you bluff.
Well, I got money on my man.
Hold on, I'll call you bluff. You like Tyson Fury, right?
Cool. I do. Yeah, I ain't biased. He's my second favorite boxer.
So how come you can like somebody from another country, but I can't?
He cheated. That's all I said.
Which you're wrong.
He cheated.
He didn't cheat.
The boy can box, for sure, but he cheated.
Wilder, cuz you need to stop that shit. That's the problem.
Wilder wasn't looking too snazzy himself when that, like you said, outfit came off. So
I ain't say that. Don't put them words in my mouth, Ricky.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I said that. I said that as soon as the fight was over, and I called you, and I ain't heard no commentary. I ain't heard nobody.
Oh my God! I can't wait, y'all. Y'all, if you don't watch the ODTV boxing, make sure you go subscribe to the ODTV boxing, yo. Like real shit. It's going to be a video. It's coming. It's going to be called Judgment Night because I want y'all to know when that Wilder Fury fight went on, I ain't go to sleep that night. I called this nigga as soon as Fury bust this nigga up. And you want to talk about the commentary? I don't know if y'all going to be able to hear that shit because I was going off because I'm a fan of the sport. You know why I went off, y'all? Because I know
Wilder lost.
That's not why I went off. I went off, y'all, because I know Tyson Fury is going to take the payday and get in the ring with Joshua. That means we get an undisputed champion. If Joshua lose, I'm fine with that because that's not my life. That's his life. I will be rooting for him. But it doesn't matter who I root for. I just want to see the best fight the best. And if Deontay Wilder can create reasons for the best not to fight the best, fuck Deontay Wilder. I don't care what his reasons are. But you still
consider him one of the best, and
I do consider him a top 5 guy. I do consider him a top 5 guy. But
top 5.
Yeah, I consider him a top 5 guy.
Now he's top 5. All right.
I mean, if you want me to say that he's part of the big 3, he is because he held that belt for so long. But I still believe that Deontay Wilder, depending on what route he wound up going down,
think Dillian White would beat him? Like
I said that I believe it's possible. I never said Dillian White would win the fight. I just said that Dillian White could win that fight, and if he did, I wouldn't be too surprised. Because Dillian White is good. My problem with Dillian White is I feel as though Dillian White will fall into the same trap as Luis Ortiz.
We're going to edit that shit when you're knocking that bull face off. That just going to disappear Thanos, bro.
I hear you, cuz.
For real. You be saying that Dillian White nonsense like, whoa.
I just say that Dillian White, y'all got to put some respect on his name. Boxing is a little bit different than other sports.
And people talking about this Pulev dude. I hope this Pulev dude pull out victory. You feel me?
He too old. See,
I ain't putting money behind it, though.
Now listen, that's what I'm not doing, yo. I don't care if Deontay Wilder win or lose. I just don't want him holding up progress. If you're not gonna fight,
he was hyped when he lost out.
Yeah, because now progress can continue. Now we can get one champion in the heavyweight division. When there's people who are trying to make one champion happen, and they're willing to pay you a king's ransom to make one champion happen, that's good for.
And to put all these conversations together real quick. Where is he from? Is he from like Louisiana, or is he from Mississippi, or is he from Africa? Deontay Wilder.
He's from Alabama.
Alabama? Oh, okay.
But I'm intrigued. What did you mean? His ancestors is from Africa, though. Just like he said, we'll talk about the fight.
I got to do research on him,
Just like he said, we'll talk about the fight when I come back from Africa.
And he was also young about 400 years or whatever, but
yeah,
but it don't matter.
I still got how long you in a place. You still African.
That man,
you're not listening
keep
to
it 100 to what he thinks.
You're not understanding what I'm saying to you, Paco. If you got 100 American grandfathers on your last name, but you got 1,000 who was in Africa before they was in America, I'm willing to bet my life that you would be more African than any other thing. Because your people was mixing their blood in African amongst Africans for 1,000 grandfathers.
But you acting like I would mind. I don't care.
It's not about what you would mind. So what? It is the case. That's what motherfucking anthropology tells you. That Homo sapiens originated in Africa. That's not what the white man tell you. That's what anthropology tells you. That's what science and biology tells you.
But you know.
So why are you saying something different or trying to use other keywords?
Because when you at it somewhere a certain time, why you got to bring up something that's even further back? It don't make no sense to me.
Because sometimes you need to know where things started. Sometimes you need, like white people in America.
Well, then after that, then what?
Like white people in America, we don't walk around every day looking at them as French and German and Russian and English and British, but they are.
And them people stay where they was at, so then we got to move on, right?
We don't walk around here and call white Americans French white Americans. But the point is, they are that. They are German. They are English. They are Swedish. That's the countries they come from.
You know, we don't discriminate. You know what it is to all of us.
Yeah, we can call them all white folks. That's fine. We can call them all white folks. That's fine. Just like a lot of them got names for us when we not around too.
So?
I said just like a lot of them got names for us when we not around too. That's not the point. The point is, it don't matter how long they in America, when they gonna stop being Europeans. Never.
I mean, personally, I'd like to say it in their faces, but, you know,
I'm asking you a question. When they gonna stop being Europeans?
Never.
So why you being in America for X amount of time, you stop being African? Again,
I was there first. It's fine.
We're not talking about who got a claim to Africa. We're not talking about who got a claim.
I don't want that.
Excuse me. We're not talking about who got a claim to America. My bad. I misspoke. We're not talking about who got a claim to America. We're not talking about who was in America first. We talking about if white people was in America, as we both know that they are, and they're never going to stop being Europeans. If Africans come to America, how come you have a date for when they stop being Africans?
I mean, them people can feel how they want to feel whenever.
But it's not about that. But you know what? I want to get beyond how people feel. I want to weed that shit out, and I want to say, what does the science behind it tell me? The science tells me that all white people in America.
I wouldn't care what Akon was as long as he wasn't selling us out. Like, I wouldn't care.
Akon selling us out.
I wouldn't care about Malik Alba if he wasn't selling us out. I wouldn't care.
How was Akon selling you out? How was who? Who was the second person you said?
Malik Alba, nigga.
Malik Yoba?
Yeah.
I mean, Malik Yoba is entitled to do what he want to do. That's on him. That's it. He got.
Well, I don't like it.
You don't have to do it. You know, to each his own. Let that man do whatever it is that he's over there doing.
Well, he ain't. He African for sure, right?
Why? Because his last name Yoba.
No, I think you got ancestors that's from the place that you keep claiming.
Well, I believe that.
Recent.
I believe that, but it don't matter if it's recent or ancient. That's what I'm trying to make you get.
He ain't got to make all of us look bad. He can make himself look bad.
But that's
you know what I'm saying?
The only person he can make look bad. Because don't no one black person speaks for all us. Don't no one black person represent all us.
That's a fact. But that's not how they act.
Nobody make us look bad except for us in our individual situations.
That's just us talking, though. Some people feel that way, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We already said it doesn't matter how some people feel that niggas should be working for free. Some people feel that way, and others don't. It's not to say that either one of them is right or wrong. It's to say as a race, as a humanity, that enslaving other human beings of any color is fucked up. So when the black people was in Africa enslaving motherfuckers, that was fucked up. When the black people was in Asia, and the yellow people was in Asia, and they was enslaving motherfuckers, I want everybody to hear me clearly. All the things that we enjoy in this world, our houses, all these things, The original versions were built by people who were not paid. I want y'all to understand that. When you go back to the Game of Thrones and before that, when you go back to Egypt, when you go back to ancient Nubia, when you start talking about Khoisan people, the original blacks, Nilotics. When you
I
start
told him that too, y'all. He said it.
whatever, man. He can say whatever he wants to say.
I didn't.
So how they original black people, but you ain't them, dummy?
I didn't, huh?
But you saying you not them. But you saying you not them. That's where me and you ain't connecting.
What?
You said that you wasn't them.
Saying nothing like that.
You said you was Native American. You said you was Hebrew Israelite. You find ways to call yourself not African. You don't want to use those words. I don't know why.
People mix with that stuff all over. I don't know what the hell.
It's not. But I don't know about being mixed with nothing. I know black people originated from Africans. Black people come from black Africans. All the other races of black people that you see, the people in Australia, they mix with other people, and that's why they look like they look. The people in Asia, they mix with other people, and that's why they look how they look. Exactly. That color of people is the original color of Homo sapien, modern day human. All modern-day humans originated as blacks. Europeans come from the mixing with Neanderthals. Neanderthals had the lightest skin of any hominid to ever exist other than the Caucasoid. Why? Because the Neanderthal was stuck in snow. The way you live.
They're Africans, you right.
No, Neanderthals aren't Africans. Neanderthals are archaic.
What?
They're not. Neanderthals are archaic human.
I thought about what you said. They all came from there. But now,
I didn't say
now I'm confused.
I did not say that all archaic humans. See, this is all right. So let me unconfuse it. All archaic humans do not come from Africa. It's the same story as Homo sapien. Evolution has repeated itself multiple times. Follow me on this, y'all.
You go too far back.
Follow me on this, y'all. Follow me on this, y'all. It's called ancient ancestor. I'll use animals and then I'll use people. I'll use animals, and then I'll use people, which are a different version of animals.
Can we just get people?
Okay, we can just get people. Basically, it works like this, y'all. All mixtures of archaic humans did not go on in Africa. So any archaic human that comes
the first ones, did they come from there?
Listen, y'all. He cut me off. I'm explaining it. So I don't know why you're doing it. All archaic humans did not mix amongst themselves in Africa, which means that the offspring of these mixtures won't all come out of the African continent. I can show it to y'all with modern day humans. When black people left Africa and went into Asia, not only they found different archaic humans, not just one. They didn't just find Neanderthals. Look it up. It's such thing as a Chinese Caucasian. There used to be white people in Caucasian in Asia. This is a fact, y'all. White people were not just made in Europe. The white people who were made in Asia, they got what you would say assimilated into the local population. What that means is this: if the local population is bigger than you, once you start to mix with members of that population, your genetics, your phenotype will start to favor them, because who would your children more likely mix with? More of them, because they're surrounded by them. It's like the Ainu. The Ainu are the black people.
Well, he's going to say I'm being petty when I said people editing them DNAs, man.
I'm not. But what I'm saying is everybody's not doing it. So
nobody's pure or nothing.
So agreed. 1,000% agreed. The point is not that anybody is any pure anything. That's not the point. The point is, depending on how your skin looks, depending on where you are in the world today and where your ancestors come from, it can tell you which race of people you fall between. If your people are Chinese or Korean or Japanese, yes, the Ainu founded Japan. They're black people from Africa. That's not the point. The point
We're going to start focusing on what we are now.
The point is, okay, and that would be what we are now. We are watered down versions of Africans.
What?
That's exactly what we are.
Oh my God.
Think about it, y'all. If I have listen, y'all.
I'm a watered down piece of the land.
Listen, y'all. I said Africans, not Africa. I said Africans. Those are people, not a land. I'll break it down like this. If I take a cup, y'all, And this cup, we
So what I grow into? I'm a watered down piece of land.
see, y'all,
what
he's saying a watered down piece of land, but we all know that African is the term
that's
for
just
people.
the land mass you keep
No,
telling
it's
me.
not when you put that suffix on the end. When you say African, it's just like
talking about, all right, so which ones then? Let me hear.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which ones, because some of them are connected. Some of them are direct. All right, listen, y'all. I'm gonna break it down.
Bro.
I've used this same analogy multiple times, y'all. I've used this same joint many times. I have a cup and I fill it up with 60% African, right? Even though the cup is not filled, y'all. Even though the cup is not filled, the cup is still all African because that's the only thing that's in the cup. Okay? So now I take that cup and I fly to America. Once I get to America, I mix that cup with Native American. Now I do it twice. And after I look at it, it shows that it's 20% Native American. Now what I am now, 20% Native American and 60% African, my son marries a white woman. And he puts another 10% of Caucasian in there. And then his daughter marries a Chinese man, and he put 10% of Asian in there. We must never forget, even though it's 40% that consists of Caucasoid, of Asian, and of Native American, we must never forget, y'all. I started with 60% African. So to this day, I would still be primarily African. That's why you can see it in our skin color. Some of us are darker than some of them. What does that tell us? That those people come from the dark ones. That's what that tells us. Because you can't get darkness where there was none. You can't take a white person and a red person and make a black baby. You can't take a red person and a yellow person and make a black baby. The color has to start dark. It lightens as you mix other things into it. So when we take a black man and we take a white woman and have a baby, and you get a son that look like Steph Curry, or a son that look like Colin Kaepernick, or a son that look like Barack Obama. And I believe it's just his grandmom who's white. I believe both his parents are black, but I believe his grandmom is white. But however it rolls, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is it's very elementary. It's very simple. It's very, very simple because it's happened all over the world. And not only has it happened with us, Homo sapiens, it's happened with archaic humans. There's evidence that they mixed with each other, just like it's evidence that we mix with them. But see, the people who was in Europe mixing with Neanderthals, they couldn't also be in Asia mixing with Denisovans or Denisovans, however you want to pronounce it. They couldn't be in two places at one time. So we're talking about two different groups of Africans. The same Africans who went into Europe are not the same
Which I tell you about during the Chinese stories, I tell you, but you never take.
But you don't even know what a Denisovan is. But you don't even know what a Denisovan is. And you want to tell me this is what you teach me.
I hope I never do.
Yeah,
I hope I never do.
Don't you understand that a large, I ain't going to say a large percentage, but you like Tibet, right?
I'm not worried about them creatures.
You like Tibet and you like Australia, right?
I'm not worried about them creatures, bro.
You like Tibet and Australia, right?
Hmm?
You like Australian shit, right?
Hell to the end.
Well, Australians have Denisovan DNA. So that means that either the people that the blacks who came out of Africa mixed with,
So
or
what you saying, bro?
What I'm saying is that Denisovans play a part in humans today, like Neanderthals do.
Is this that missing link story again?
No, it's not a missing link story. It just tells you where these other races came from. All these races, it's just like dogs.
It's never been
It's
found.
just like dogs. Yes, it has.
Never.
They found Denisovans all over Asia. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's the missing link? Or
That's not the missing link.
Bro,
I'm not
that's
old
it.
enough to be the missing link. Whoever
He
said they
found it.
were. Listen, this is what he's doing, y'all. He can't compete with me, so he's just saying ridiculous stuff. I never said nothing about a missing link. The only missing link that we have, y'all,
what connects us to them? Well, let me hear this.
the genus Homo. We all come from Homo erectus. We're all his descendants.
And then we slowly evolved into.
Well, that is the evolution. That all of us who come from Homo
millennials and
that is the evolution. That all of us who come from Homo erectus are genetically better than him. We live longer. We catch less diseases. Our organs function at a much better rate. Our brains use more of their capacity. That's the evolution as things get better over time.
And then they turned into Australians?
No, they didn't turn into Australians. That's not, see, he don't listen, y'all. That nobody ever said nothing like that. Nobody ever said that they turned into Australians. The Homo sapiens who left listen, y'all, the Homo sapiens who left Africa, the black men who left Africa, black men and women who went into Asia, the ones that they call vetoids, the ones who are in Australia today, those people have a small percentage of Denisovan DNA. What that tells us is either the black folks that left Africa or the individuals that they mix with had prior encounters with the Denisovans because it's in their DNA. It's also in the people's DNA in Tibet, y'all. The people in Tibet also have that same genetic marker. So now, see how we just found a DNA that we found on some bones that's old as shit? See how we found that DNA in modern day people? That proves that modern day people mix with archaic humans.
Now, I've seen some weird skulls and like people with extra or something. Now, you talking about people or?
Am I talking about what?
With them craniums, you know, the long, like Anunnaki looking craniums.
I'm not talking about any elongated skulls, but they do have different skull sizes than us, yes.
And that's the Davidians.
Denisovans?
The Denisovans.
No. I'm just saying that a Denisovan skull and a Homo sapien skull would not be the same. They would have the exact same bone structures, but they won't be the same size. It's like a lion and a tiger. They both come from the same animal, but they're different. Their heads is not the same. The average weight of the animal is not the same. So when you talk about us and Denisovans, their life expectancy or how long they were living was not as long as we live. They weren't able to use the same capacity of their brain as us.
Damn, they living on the edge like 30 years. What they was doing?
I don't know. I couldn't give you that exact information, but I'm sure if you just look up Denisovan, you'll find it.
Through boomerangs?
I don't know about none of that. I just know that Australians and Tibetans, for a fact, have Denisovan DNA.
Did they live in caves? They dwell in the sand? They dwell underground? What crap with these Davidians? Yeah.
But nobody would know because we weren't around when they were around. Like us as modern, like the people today, nobody was writing back then, cuz.
They wore robes like the Jedi. They were looking like Yoda.
This was like 100, 200,000 years ago.
I just wonder if they look like the Lord Yoda. They look like Han Solo.
What I'm saying is the only thing you'll no, they don't look like none of that. They look like people. They just look like a browner version of a caveman without as much hair. But those is just reconstructions. I can't say that's how they look. That's how they digitally reconstructed skin and all that on the skull.
I'm sure saying that the cavemen look like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What I'm saying is this. I don't know what you're talking about at all. None of these people was green. None of these people was midgets. None of these people look like cartoon characters.
Nah, they look like Piccolo, bro. All right. Now I'm just thinking about Piccolo when you say it. You're right.
I didn't say that.
So the Davidians look like Piccolo. We can all agree
that I won this because he making.
And they came from them.
I think we can all agree.
He never told me what they look like, yo. He never told me what they look like. I'm trying to figure it out.
Them if you would like to learn
no, you got me trying to figure out what they look like. How you win anything?
But you making jokes. You talking about they look like Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, dude, they
what do they? I'm asking you.
But what I want to ask you is just because you act stupid like a little fucking baby that's in fucking elementary school, that means
do they look like Darth Maul?
Does that mean that they okay? Because you're naming aliens, does that mean that they somehow didn't exist because you don't know about them? So again, y'all, he's saying something. Listen, y'all, who said that? He's the one saying, do they look like Darth Maul? He's the one who brought up aliens, who said they look like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they look like Yoda. I didn't say none of that, y'all. I didn't say none of that. Yeah, listen, y'all, I'm smart enough to know that they humanoids. They look similar.
I asked you first. You couldn't. I said they got elongated skulls.
I never seen nothing about no elongated skull. I just seen that they got a different size skull than us. And I believe that I don't want to be wrong, but I'll say what I'm going to say, even if I am. Fuck it. Either Neanderthals, Denisovans, or whatever the Peking man is. I believe he's a Denisovan, but I could be incorrect. I believe that one of those races or one of those species of humanoids or hominids, as they call them scientifically, one of them were taller than us on average. I'm not sure which one, but one of them, they're men and women. Compared to our men and women on Earth today, their average height was taller. Now, I know that all of us have different sized skulls. So what I'm saying to y'all is the same way that hyenas, all hyenas come from an ancient carnivore predator called the hyenodon. And all bears and cats, big cats, and all like canines, all come from an ancient hypercarnivore called a bear dog. It's the same thing, y'all. Homo sapiens, which is just a scientific snooty word for saying modern day humans, Denisovans, Neanderthals, all come from Homo erectus. Now, Homo erectus has ancestors that are not him, that he comes from. If you want to go all the way back, as far as
they had to come from a certain landmass, didn't they?
Originally, you're probably right, but I'm not saying that I can't make that distinction because I can't say which ones have been found in just which places. Like, I know that this Denisovan, his connection is strong in Asia because there's people there today living and people in Australia, but those people went through Asia to get to Australia.
And there's a story older than that said people came from this island that sunk or something. But
yeah, but people don't come from
people
islands.
Can do their own research
but
on
people
that.
don't come from islands. There's never been a race of people or a species of people that have ever originated on an island. People move to islands. That ain't where they come from.
So you know where the whole human experience came from. You know.
What I'm telling you is this. I know what has been taught and I know what's out there. I know what we found. And what we found shows us, whether you're talking about the oldest modern day humans or the oldest thing that can possibly be considered a hominid, you're talking about Africa. So the oldest place on Earth.
So why not you calling all these things African then?
Because
like,
all of them didn't come from Africa.
Denisovans, they should just be called African.
So what I'm asking you is this. If Denisovans don't come from Africa and they come from two archaic humans who left Africa, right, and mixed in Asia and they was in whatever situation they was in for however long, and that's where Denisovans come, it would be incorrect to say they come from Africa because there was no Denisovans in Africa. Their archaic ancestors were there, not them. That's what I'm saying. To say that Australians...
And then they disappeared, or people killed, like...
To say, so look, I'll use my own theology and I'll debunk something that I said. I say that Australians come from Africa. I can't, using the same theory I just gave him, the same methodology, I can't say that. I'm going to tell y'all why I can't say that. Because they wasn't what got to Australia.
You might have did some more research, like I asked you.
No, because they wasn't what left Africa when they got to Australia. And what I mean by that is when they got to Asia, they mixed with other things.
Asia, you said they didn't. Okay, go ahead.
What did I say wrong? When black people...
you kept telling me they didn't go straight to Asia and make that samurai culture that I keep telling you about.
But there's no proof that the Australians did that.
Yes, they did.
No, it's not. There's no proof that.
It's more than proof that they.
The only proof, see, what you're getting caught into.
And they mix with the Anu people. So
but those are two different people. It don't matter if they mix with them, Paco. Whole races of people don't mix unless they live in the same exact place.
They made a whole new race of people, for sure. Yeah.
Agreed. I'm agreeing that people can mix and make another subspecies of their species. That's the point I've been making this whole time.
And they're Chinese history. That's all.
But that's not Chinese history. That would be Ainu would be the people who did not mix with those people.
Same thing. Yeah.
No, but
that's what I'm talking about.
Ainu. What I'm saying is this: if these people leave Africa and they walk into Asia, the Ainu are the people who went to Japan. Yes, there is Ainu blood with some of the people on the way.
In northern China, yes, sir.
In northern China, I don't know nothing about that.
Northern and Australia's at south. Behind under the yellow sea.
Asia. It's
behind the Yellow Sea.
It's below Asia.
What's below Asia? Australia, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's why it's south.
The Ainu Trail, what I'm saying is the Ainu Trail of Japan, that's South Asia. Japan is South Asia.
Japan is definitely East Asia, yeah.
I mean, Southeast Asia. It's on the eastern side, correct, but it's also towards the bottom. Because remember, India and all that shit is the top of Asia.
I mean, if you turn the map upside down,
then we're not turning the map upside down. We're looking at it
regular. It's beneath.
No, we're not doing it.
This guy is, guys, man, this is.
We're not doing
and he did it to himself on one video. Again, he doing this.
I don't do nothing.
I don't get it, bro.
About,
I don't know why you like bumping your head on stones, bro. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
To me, it hurt, and I stopped.
My question for you would be this: how
you
could
know?
somebody tell you? It's just like religious people.
I was actually good in those classes, bro, and I actually talk to people today about.
It's just like Christians.
Know my stuff.
I'm gonna use a shot at y'all
that don't make sense
to prove my point to him.
It's not your strong suit, bro.
Christian, God couldn't just created you because there's proof of the organisms in which you come from. So God would have had to create them too.
He proves you not to know about geology. So, I mean geometry. Well, not geometry. Geology. So,
Geography.
Geology.
Geography. Geology.
The study of the earth. Whatever the study of the earth is.
Geography.
Geography. Like, yeah.
Okay.
You don't got it. You don't got it, bro.
You say I don't?
No, you just don't. I
exactly
proved that on one of the episodes already.
You've never proved it.
You be saying some weird shit.
What's weird?
Now you saying India above China? Like, come on, guy.
India is above.
Come on, my guy. Come on, my guy.
India is above China. Look at the map.
Get off that ledge, sir.
Look at the map real quick. Look at the map real quick and tell me that India.
I said if you turn the map upside down.
Why do I have to turn the map upside down?
Because I don't know if you're talking about old history or new. And if you're talking about new, use the fucking
I'm talking about current history that anybody who might hear this from age 10 to age 100 would look up when they look up a map.
Well, then you're a fool.
How is that?
It's for the 8,000th time. India is touching Africa. Then there's the Middle East, and there's China. You fucking idiot.
So I'm
above the Middle East is Europe.
All right, I'm about to unlash on this dimwit. So you telling me?
Please tell me. Please show me.
Yo, y'all, did y'all hear what he just said? Say that one more time, please.
India touches Africa.
Correct. Like above I told you.
Above Africa is the Middle East / Europe. Europe is what? On the west side of that continent.
Okay.
Middle East is on the east
on the west side of what continent?
And even further east. On
the west side of what continent?
The map that we're talking about right now.
No. You said Europe is on. I got him, y'all. Got one.
I said the left side.
Of what continent?
What you mean, what continent?
Europe, exactly nigga? What the fuck I said. Europe is on the west side of what continent? He fucked up, y'all, and he know it.
What are you talking about?
What continent is Europe on the west side of?
Say it again. You
what continent? What continent is Europe on the west side of? He fucked up, y'all.
Hold on. The Middle East.
The Middle East, not a continent, dummy. Told you he fucked up, y'all.
Man.
The Middle East. The Middle East. Listen,
man.
Y'all. I've explained this to him. Listen, y'all. Remember, he just said I lost my brain.
Come on,
Listen, y'all, the Middle East is made up of 3 continents.
The Middle East don't exist, bro.
Listen, y'all, no, it doesn't. It's made up of 3 continents.
Come on, man.
Listen, y'all, the Middle East is made up of 3 continents. The Middle East is made up of Africa, Asia, and Europe. It's not on the west side of Europe. It's made up of parts. The Middle East is not a continent, y'all. The Middle East is made up of 3 continents.
Europe and
No. It's not between anything. It's made up of 3 continents. It's made up of Europe. It's made up of Asia and Africa. You know what that tells you, ladies and gentlemen? That Asia.
Just Middle East ain't no country then. Okay.
The Middle East is not a continent. There's a difference between a country and a continent.
I ain't saying it was anything. I'm just telling you.
So you didn't just say the Middle East was a continent?
No.
All right, listen, y'all. I'm going to be doctoring evidence all night.
Yeah,
I'm Dr. Call me Dr. Seuss, because this nigga getting exposed tonight. This video will air tonight. He just said, listen, and I quote, Europe is on the west side of that continent. See, he thought he had a little steam. And that's why
I got Google and still arguing with
Listen, y'all, I ain't Googling nothing.
Y'all, he's slow, man.
Smoking weed, y'all. I'm not Googling nothing. I'm not Googling.
You think I gotta know this word, geology?
No. You have to know your continents. First of all, if you're gonna argue geography with somebody, if you're gonna argue geography, at least know your fucking continents. All right, I'm gonna get him with another one. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna get him with another one that he gonna say he never said. Is India in Asia, Paco?
They consider it part of Asia, yeah, bro.
All right, so Asia touch Africa, right?
Yes.
But that ain't what you said last time. Remember, I got that tape. Remember, I got that audio, bro. Remember, I got that audio, bro. I still got it. It's going to come out. I just can't get to everything. I'm working 4 channels at once.
I keep saying Asia touch Africa. You keep saying, what the fuck is it? You can sound as slow as you want, bro.
Listen, y'all, this going to come out tonight, but stick with me because eventually a video is going to come out where he say the opposite, and I tell him, I break him down. Matter of fact, it's already out. It's already out. I'm tripping, y'all. The video is already out. I don't know which one is called.
It's the same conversation.
And he said that Asia don't touch Africa.
Listen, y'all. Look at him at.
Listen, y'all. He said Asia don't touch Africa.
And you still ain't look at him at, man.
Listen, y'all. He said Asia don't.
It's not even something I gotta look up, man.
He said Asia don't touch Africa, but he just said now it do.
It don't.
It do. The Middle East is made up of the Middle
India
East.
Not even India not even the fucking Asia. It's not even Asia. They consider it Asia.
It is Asia. What continent is it then? What continent is it then?
You're a dumbass.
So what continent is India?
You stupid.
What continent is India in? I'm stupid.
It's not even really in China or the Far East, nigga. You stupid.
Well, who said it was in the Far East? We said it was in Asia. Asia is a continent. No. Listen, y'all. China is another country in Asia, y'all. China. Why do it? Listen, y'all. In his mind, it got. Listen, no, it's in the continent of Asia, y'all. India is inside the but listen, listen, y'all, listen, no, the whole thing. The whole entire India is in Asia.
Oh, man.
Listen, y'all, y'all hear this shit, and he calling me dumb. The whole India is inside of the continent of Asia. Because listen, y'all, you want me to tell y'all how I know? Y'all want me to tell y'all how I know he tripping? Because he just said the Middle East is Asia, right?
It's touching Asian continent.
Listen, no. How is it touching? It's in Asia. Because Asia go past it. Listen, y'all.
It's not really Asia, bro.
Listen, y'all. Part of the Middle East, which is past India, when you're going towards Europe. The Middle East is past India.
They consider Asia because that's where Asian history came from.
I'm trying to break it down for children, y'all. The Middle East is past India on your way to Europe.
Man.
So if the Middle East is in Asia, parts of the Middle East, how would India not be in Asia, y'all? Let's just think about who's really dumb here, y'all.
You always got me fighting in battles I won already.
Listen, y'all, let's think about who's really dumb here. If parts of the Middle East is in the Asian continent, and the Middle East is after India on your way to Europe.
It's not for real, dog. It's only because some Asian things are touching.
No, it's because it's not why. It's because it's in the continent. It's in the continent of Asia. Asia is a continent. Europe is a continent, and Africa is a continent.
You ever heard of things like Thailand, Highlands,
and Thailand is where? And where is Thailand at?
India though too.
And India is in Asia, so Thailand is in Asia. What don't you get about that?
It's close. They're close.
No. All right. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down to the dumbest motherfuckers on earth. Listen, y'all. China is a country. Listen, y'all. China is a country in Asia. India is a country in Asia. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, y'all. It's as simple as that. China is a country in Asia. North Korea.
Really consider India, bro.
No, India is a country in Asia. No, it's not in the Middle East. It's in Asia.
Yeah.
No, it's Asia. That's the Asian continent, brother. That don't mean that Asian people live there. It just means that it's the continent of Asia. It does not mean that Asian people, as you see them, like the people at the Koreans.
So
I'm going to. Yes, I am.
Once again, I look like who I'm supposed to look like. I don't even know what you're arguing about. That's actually a subject I get it, bro. I don't get it.
Yo, this shit is sad.
You battle me on school things. Things I learned in school. Like,
listen, y'all, this shit is
I don't get it.
This nigga just said that India.
You said sad, like it's going to affect what you said.
No, I'm right. You're wrong. India's in Asia. Parts of the Middle East, like Kazakhstan.
It's Asia, yes.
No, it's in Asia.
Just like the Middle East. No.
It's in Asia. I'm not talking about the people that's there. I'm not talking about the people that's there.
I'm not talking about the people.
I'm talking about what continent. It's just like if you ask a Hebrew Israelite, what continent is Israel in? What's the correct answer?
What? Go ahead.
You tell me.
What?
Where's Israel? What continent is Israel in?
That's kind of Africa.
No, that is Africa. Ain't no kind of. It's Africa. Just like India. Just like India is in Asia, y'all.
Show me where I'm wrong.
Y'all, just like India is in Asia. Israel's in Africa, and India is in Asia.
They don't consider India Asian. They don't consider
No. See, listen, y'all. This is where he's getting caught up. He's talking about the people there. I'm talking about the continent.
No, I'm talking about
the continent in which. All right, let's do it like this.
If you talking about tectonic plates, man, and you trying to switch over to different things. Well, that's how you
dictate the continent, dummy.
You is a wild boy, man. That's why I'm
just going to ask this a general question. What continent is India?
I'm still right. That didn't change nothing that I said. Even if you use them damn tectonic plates, bro.
Is India in?
Okay, wow. You say when bro get quiet, we know what that means.
Phone a little brother, that's all.
We know what it means. He's editing.
Phone a little brother, if that's okay. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, internet's been seeming faster than other times, bro.
So
go ahead.
Listen, y'all. I want to just read the first thing that comes up. I put in what continent is India in? The first thing it says, the very first thing, it says Asia. India, officially the Republic of India.
Yes,
hold on. India, officially the Republic of India, is a country located in the southern part of the continent of Asia.
Okay. Still, where am I wrong?
Because you said it's not in Asia.
It's not Asia, bro.
It just said that it is.
Oh my God, man! It's like I said, it is Asia, but it's not considered Asia. It's its own continent.
It's its own what?
Continent.
No, it's not.
Oh my
India
God.
is not a continent, brother.
It's just on the tectonic plate.
Paco, how many continents are there, Paco?
Oh man, what is it? 7? Probably more.
No, it's 7. You know what those 7 are? I bet you can't.
Yes, I do, man.
You can't fit India in there. I bet you India would be number 8. You would have a new continent.
Only thing I ever said was India is in a weird spot where it's between.
Nah, there is no weird spots, bro. You talking about the people who's in India?
No,
yes, there are Africans in there.
I said it was Asia. That's what I started with. Yeah. That's what I finished with.
Nah, you just said it wasn't Asia.
No, I didn't, bro.
I got it on this tape, and it's coming out tonight. You gonna make me stay up now? Fucking around with you. Damn.
I don't know why you keep switching my answers, but
I got it on tape, and if you say, and listen, y'all gonna hear this shit flush because of how long I've been on the phone.
We were talking about where it was located. You said it was above.
It's in
South China. It's in South Asia, right? You said it was in North. It was above.
No, I didn't. So it's China.
That was the conversation.
China is in South Asia too.
Cut yourself, my guy.
China is in South Asia too.
That's all the argument was, that I was in.
Paco.
You said in North Asia. I said South. There you go.
We'll see that the joint come out, and North Asia was never mentioned.
There you go. Eat them pies, man. And I'm sure the whole thing ain't on one fucking tectonic plate called Asia. So, there you go. I don't even know why you would attack, like, why you even go that route. That's something I'm actually good in.
You're not. You're wrong.
I just told you where everything was located, precisely.
Yeah, I told you.
And never did I say it wasn't part of Asia.
You said it wasn't in Asia.
I said it was considered Asia.
Nah, it's considered Asia because it fucking is. You also call India a continent.
It's its own continent,
no, it's not. It's its own country. Do you know the difference between a country and a continent? Countries are inside of continents. Well, that's why India is not a continent. So India being a country, means the continent.
It still don't matter. It still says Asia.
You didn't say it was Asia, and the tape will show that you didn't. So you can lie at the end of the same. So you can lie at the end of the same conversation, but it's not going to save you. You got hyped and told me I was stupid, and you was dead wrong.
No, you are dumb. The tape is still here. You said it was above China, like a dumbass.
China's in South. God. China, like you said Southeast Asia, right? Just because they on two different sides. Just because they on two different sides of that same continent, Paco.
Keep giving me the ball.
Paco,
You're a dummy.
don't you understand that North Asia?
I'm scoring.
Paco, don't you understand that North Asia is like all that shit above India? Don't you understand?
The Middle East is next to Asia. Turkey is above China, you dummy.
Oh my God. All right, so the place that's above China, right? That's Asia, right?
That's Turkey. That's Turkey.
But that's Asia, right?
Is it Asia? That's a good
Dumb nigga!
No, Turkey is on the Asian plate, but
dumb nigga! I just said the fucking Middle East is made up of 3 continents. Asia,
most of the Middle East, why are you yelling? Most of the Middle East is on Asia.
Stupid. No, it's not. Some of it might be.
Oh, I'm dumb because I don't know.
It might be most of it. What I'm explaining to you is everything in the Middle East is either Europe, Asia, or Africa. Everything.
Nigga, I live in Turkey, and I know that's Asia. I don't study Turkey.
But everything in the Middle East.
I know it's next to Russia. That's what I know.
What I'm explaining to you is.
And they ain't got nothing to do with India. Nothing up there. And for miles and miles after that.
But it's not
right above India is Pakistan. Right above India is Pakistan.
Exactly, and that's Asia. That's still Asia, bro.
I said the Middle East is Asia. I said this 100 times.
You said that. Oh my God, this nigga bugging.
It's like I said, it touches the Middle East touches it all. So
it touches 3 continents.
So what did I say wrong about that? Like
you said India wasn't in Asia. That's what you said.
You said the Middle East wasn't a thing, and I said
it's not a thing. It's not a continent.
It's still on. I know that's Asian soil for the most part.
It's not a continent. When you said that it's the continent. Europe is the continent west of it.
It's just the middle of everything. That's all it is.
Not. It's just Africa, Asia, and Europe.
In the middle, yeah.
And because it was claimed by other people, they call it something different.
That's why that's the Middle East. Yeah.
So it's still Asia, Africa. So don't say a person is Jewish or they Hebrew Israelite and they from Israel. The people if you talk about the people who were there, those people come from Africa. So that's why I say you niggas can play these games with these words.
I ain't never seen nothing different. You're just talking at this point.
I'm not just talking. I'm making you've made my point. You've made my point.
But people are coming from all over the world at these places.
But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. It still don't change the people who founded the colonies there. Changes the people who founded the kingdoms there. The people who populated on the land the longest. That's the point I'm making. It still will never change that. It will never change that. Just like Native Americans, they was overthrown easily in 2 ways. There wasn't enough of them for everybody to have to assimilate into their population.
So I can't call nobody nothing. I just gotta be African.
No. You can call people what they are. You can call people what they are.
When the Australians went over to China, they turned into Africans. The Emu turned into it was African, and then
they come from African people, correct? And then
Neanderthals, that's African. They mix with them people.
Nah, but why do all of something have to be one thing?
And then Africans was fighting Africans, the samurais.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
The calorie Africans came.
But what I'm explaining to you is this.
I don't know what you be saying. Like
what I be saying is this. Once the person left Africa, and they mix with whoever they mix with.
So can he be done? Can he be done at that point?
Nah, because he's still.
Can he be done?
Nah, because he's still going into what he's going into. If he don't mix with who he mixed with on his way to Japan, the Ainu ain't who they are. If they don't mix with who they mix with on the way to Australia, the Australians are not who they are. That's the point I'm making.
Russia.
That's the point I'm making. So when they talk about Native Americans, when they talk about Native Americans, right? Native Americans come out of Siberia in that area. That's the part of Asia they come from. These people have been in the cold their whole life. That's why some of them stayed in Alaska.
And all those people got shut down, and they all look a certain way, and they all had to come back home. No,
that's not true, because the people were coming over here for...
And Brock said they was like slaves or something.
I never said that. You got to put words in my mouth.
I'm telling you, we was all over the world, too.
But we was all over the world, y'all, but we left from Africa. That's the facts. The facts is we did go to
Nobody that came over here left again. They just...
They was just here.
Yeah, I know.
They was just here. So how come the black population in America is so small?
I don't know about all that. Every time I go around, I see some damn niggas.
Yeah, but don't you understand that there's far more black people in America than what you can see?
Man, that's what that media,
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. If all these black people is here, then how come y'all can't make the same advances that they make in Africa?
You gotta give us time, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta give us a little bit of time.
But wait, you saying you was here forever? Why do I gotta give you time? I don't have to give them time. Why do you need more time if you was here as long as where they been?
I mean, we waking up. We all right. We ain't worrying about your thoughts and your prayers. We got our own prayers and thoughts.
They over there freeing themselves. How come we can't free ourselves over here if we've been populating black people here as long as they've been populating?
Because you ain't meditating. You ain't meditating. That's why.
So they all meditating.
Who? They should. What are we talking about?
I'm not talking about what they should be doing. But they are freeing themselves. How come we can't do that?
I mean, niggas is hood. Niggas want to drink 40s and shoot up each other and do stupid ass shit. But after they done that, and after they
don't do that over there,
they realize not more than us, but they do.
So how come, again, if they got bad habits and we got bad habits, how come they can free themselves? How come they can have their own governments and economies and we can't here?
I mean, they got a larger population.
Why do they have a larger population? Why would they have a larger population if you was over here producing black people as long as they have been?
Same reason you keep saying crazy things like we 13 or something or whatever you be saying percent, and that's just not true. So it's been not true for a while, so again, but you know.
How come?
But since Fox News tell you that, or whatever station you listening to, you just believe it like a fucking zombie.
So how come
we can't help you with that?
So how come their population is bigger than yours, than both of your continents combined?
We're down in Kensington. Yeah, there is a husky down there, bro.
No, I'm not.
They down there.
I'm talking about how come there's more people in Africa than it is here.
That's Skid Row. Oh yeah, it's a lot of them down there. And the courts, man. Yeah,
I'm trying to figure something out.
They're doing the same thing.
This is all deflection, y'all.
What?
I'm asking
some people didn't leave and they keep saying the same thing.
I'm asking him a question, y'all, and he ain't answering me. He talking about some old stupid shit. So what I'm asking him is this. If that's the case, and they was populating over here, as long as they was populating over there, how come his population over here does not match theirs?
What? Because they was there forever, and they got a lot of people there. And
but you just said you was there as long as them.
I got to teach you about the birds and the bees. They had sex, my nigga.
You just said you was there as long as them.
Darn. They didn't have whole fucking nations coming over here.
No, I didn't say they did. You said that black people was here just as long as they've been there.
I mean, this is fact. I don't know why. I always got to argue about facts, man.
Where do we find these facts at?
Yeah, I mean, your local history book, Obama changed everything to African American, by the way. But
so if I can find it in a local history book,
I still found some good jewels for you.
If I can find it in a local history book, then I should be able to ask the internet, right?